There are growing safety concerns tonight after a building inspection showed more potentially deadly panels are coming loose from a problem-plagued apartment building in Auckland's CBD. Yesterday, one concrete panel weighing an estimated 40 kilos blew off the building on the corner of Nelson Street and Victoria Street West, prompting road closures and traffic gridlock. Now it's emerged that the Auckland Council and the owners of the Victopia apartments have known about the problem since 2012. Matthew Tunison has the story.
It's been some 7 years since the leaks and cracks started appearing in the cladding of the Victopia apartment block, and its woes are continuing. Yesterday, a concrete panel measuring 1.2 by 2 metres came crashing down from the 13th floor, and engineers today found many more panels are coming loose. Had the area below not been cordoned off for repair work that was underway, the panel falling 36 metres from above could have killed or injured a pedestrian. Ian Harris from the Victopia Body Corporate explains what's going to happen now.
I wouldn't expect it to be completed until very late this weekend or early on Monday. We've got 2 or 3 teams of people which we're calling in to get the work done. There's 2 cranes that will be in place and a couple of abseil teams working to do the repairs on the side of the building.
Engineers were today hoisted up the side of the building in a crane basket and checked the other panels on the building. About 40 or so red crosses mark panels they suspect are loose and need reinforcement. Teams plan to fix additional wooden panels over the top before securing the exterior with a safety net. Victopia has been the subject of the country's largest ever leaky building claim worth $40 million, and the repairs are still being done. Lawyer Tim Rainey gave advice to apartment owners when they were lodging the claim.
Mostly the issues with the cladding were discovered because there were found to be leaks and weather tightness issues with the building. There were cracks in the joins between the cladding, which was allowing water to get into the structure of the building, and there was also pressure on those panels because of differential movement between the different elements of the building.
A confidential settlement was reached before the case got to trial, and the company that constructed Victopia and other leaky buildings, Brookfield Multiplex, went into voluntary liquidation. Tim Rainey is bewildered that the building is still having problems.
What this really highlights is that building is so complicated and dependent upon people doing their jobs properly, from the people who design the building, the people who build it, and the people who inspect it. And there are so many ways that it can go wrong. I don't know what the cause of this panel failure is, but what it does highlight is that we still have problems with the quality of our construction in New Zealand right down to this day.
Lucy Shah is a former resident who was there during the leaky building saga.
It was many years ago, a piece of cladding fell from the building onto Nelson Street, and that was how they discovered that there are issues with the building and started investigating. And then they came to the conclusion that our building is leaky and needed remedial works.
The incident has caused huge traffic delays in the Auckland CBD. Traffic has been backed up on Nelson Street and either side of the cordons on Victoria Street for much of the day. And Mark Hannon from Auckland Transport says it's going to stay busy.
We are managing the traffic signals, but the traffic is still very busy in the area. And we have 6 bus stops that have had to be closed. We expect it will be busy again this afternoon. It was certainly busy this morning. Friday does tend to be a bit quieter, and the afternoon peak is spread over a longer period, but I would certainly try to avoid that Nelson Street, Victoria Street area if I possibly could.
In Auckland for Checkpoint, call Matthew Tunison 10A.